Welcome to the Empowered Women Wellness Project YouTube channel. Today we have a quick bite for you covering the controversial topic of seed oils. Seed oils are quite simply oils from seeds, and there's controversy around them because they are typically high in omega-6 fatty acids, which are known to be pro-inflammatory, and a high inflammatory diet will wreak havoc in a number of ways, which we go into a lot more detail on our podcast episode. So head over to Spotify for more info on this, but today let's give you some quick tips. First, how are seed oils processed?
Okay, so there's a few ways that they're processed. You have cold pressed, expeller pressed, refined, and unrefined. Your choice is going to be based on basically your preference itself for flavor, for the amount of nutrients that you're going to get there, and how high the heat is that you're going to be using to cook your items. So when you can, err on the side of caution, which is what Lauren and I always recommend. If you can, go for cold pressed and unrefined when cooking at a lower smoke point, or also when using them without cooking at all, or go for refined or the expeller press when using them for higher heat cooking.
Really simple, but eat as much whole food as possible. When we were going through this for the podcast episode, it became super clear to us that it's not necessarily the seed oils themselves that are the issue, but the issue is how rampant they are in processed food. So your potato chips, your salad dressings, look at a food label that from processed food, and you will start to see some of the names that we're gonna share with you, some of the hateful eight. But the more that you can eat a whole food diet, the better. Before we get into the hateful eight, we should have about 2% of our calorie intake coming from these seed oils. That's a healthy amount. The American diet has about 25%. And
I didn't know that.
right, and a huge percentage of that is from processed foods. The hateful eight that you want to keep an eye out for if you're looking at your food labels are...
So you're gonna look for your 3 C's, your 3 S's, and then your other 2. Your 3 C's are your corn, canola, and cottonseed. Your S's are your sunflower, safflower, and soybean oil. And then you have your grapeseed and your rice bran.
Write those down, remember them, and when you're thinking about the oils to cook with, to use on your salad, think about cold pressed olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil. Those are options that are going to be safer for you to include on a regular basis in your diet. What about quick tips when it comes to cooking with oils?
Okay, so a few things to keep in mind is that you want to know what your heat point is, right? So if you're gonna be cooking something at a high heat, you're gonna wanna go for, some of the oils that I already mentioned, which are gonna be your refined. It helps it so that the oil content doesn't break down.
Right.
And you're not getting rancid oil, basically, right? You also, when it comes to cooking with oils, you wanna make sure that you're not reusing or refrying, which is something that I think, unfortunately, a lot of restaurants are very guilty of. So we always have to be mindful, when we're not controlling the foods ourselves, it's something that we have to be mindful of when we're going out to eat as well.
That makes me think of the 80-20 rule also, right? With going out to eat, you're not gonna do that every day. Ideally, you're cooking at home. 80% of the time, be mindful of the food that you're choosing, stay consistent with whole, unprocessed food. 20% of the time, go out to eat, go to family events, do the things, enjoy it, but do so mindfully.
Do you really want to know if seed oils are the enemy? Lauren, can you answer that for us?
My answer is that seed oils are a small piece of the puzzle. There is so much that goes into healthy living, nutrition, exercise, all of the things. And our goal is always to give you bite-sized pieces of information to help you live a healthier life. And limiting, being mindful when it comes to seed oils and processed foods is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I think that was perfectly tied up with a bow, Lauren. I feel
Tied
like
up
I
with a
learned
bow.
so much. We hope that you all feel really educated on the topic and ready to make the best choice for yourself and your family. If you're enjoying the content here from our YouTube channel, please go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and give us a little thumbs up so we can continue to bring you incredible content. Until we meet again, happy watching.